Hola, amigos y amigas. It's live on KEXP. I'm your host, Albina Cabrera, and you can find us at kexp.org and on our free mobile apps. All these live performances are made possible by wonderful people like you, so thank you so much for all your support. Muchísimas gracias. And I'm here again about to introduce your new favorite band. It's one of my favorite bands, and I'm super excited to have Dark Chisme, the project led by Christine and Erik. So welcome. ¿Cómo están? ¿Todo bien? Good? Ready? Ready to go. Entonces, a disfrutar. Dark Chisme, live on KEXP. It's Dark Chisme, live on KEXP.
Las sombras, trae las sombras, trae
You're listening and watching Dark Chisme live on KEXP. Es Dark Chisme, live on KEXP.
You know you look so good. You know you look so good. You know you look so good. You know you look so good.
Sí, Dark Chisme, live on KEXP. Finally, that was amazing, my friends. Thank you so much, Christine, Erik. That was awesome. Muchísimas gracias. I'm so happy that you're here. Yes, I know. We need just a little bit. We need to breathe. That was pretty intense and unforgettable. And Dark Chisme is a project that one of my dear friends and also one of the best DJs here in Seattle started like less than a year ago. Christine Gutierrez is here. Also, Erik Schneider is here, part of Dark Chisme. And we're going to talk a little bit about this amazing journey, my friend, and also this debut album that you just put out that is incredible. It's part of the music that we just heard. So, ahora sí, welcome. Welcome to KEXP.
Hello.
Hello. ¿Cómo lo sentiste? How are you feeling?
I feel good.
Yeah.
I think a little tired. I'm not tired. We were really nervous. I'm over here trying to see how I can turn off. There we go. Do we sound better? There we go. We don't need spooky talk right now. We have butterflies coming here. This has been like a dream, and for it to happen in a year, it just shows like how awesome Seattle has been to us. And so it's like, we're like really grateful for all of this.
I love because, bueno, I had the opportunity to see that process, here in Seattle, but also this music journey went like beyond Seattle, beyond Washington, and it's taking the country. And I know that you're going to be like playing in different countries, and hopefully this is also the window for many people who are going to find out about Dark Chisme. So let's just start with the beginning. Let's just start like how did you find music, Christine, in your life? Because I know that you're originally from Chicago, and I know that journey started there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it mostly started with my parents. Like my mom's from Puerto Rico and my dad's from Mexico. But Yeah, they listen to a lot of music. My mom listened to a lot of new wave, but also Chicago house music. And so did my dad. That's how they met each other, is through the club scene. And so then I kind of popped out in Chicago. I'm very open with like how I grew up, but I grew up in foster care shortly after that. And so music was definitely a big part of just kind of finding, you know, something to relate to when you're kind of like really depressed and like not knowing what to do with your life and why isn't this perfect, you know? And so, yeah, I've always wanted to sing. I used to sing in a speaker. Like I would blast the speaker at like one of the group homes that I lived and just like sing like in the speaker, like really loud, because I always wanted to sing. I'd never been like classically trained or anything, but I knew I wanted like to tell my story and my journey, so it doesn't have to be so dark. I mean, it's dark music, right? But it doesn't have to be dark all the time with me. And so I started kind of messing with Erik in a basement with little synthesizers, and you know, my journey DJing for like 10 years in Chicago and Seattle, you know, collecting really cool records, sampling, things like that. I really wanted to start this project. I knew I always wanted to be in an alternative, you know, music. I used to be in a black metal band too, so I used to go rah, you know, like those deep vocals, highs and lows. And so Erik has also been in a band too.
Yeah, it was a long time ago though.
Like college.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A long time ago.
Maybe a long time ago. Yeah. So I've been wanting to do this, and then I moved to Seattle, and I was seeing how vibrant the scene was, and KEXP being like one of the stations that really does like share different music from all over. So like I was like, I want to do this again. And so we ended up just doing it like last year, but it was a 3-year, you know, thought process.
Of course. And it's great because, bueno, since the beginning, I think that, bueno, you went through a lot, you know, and I know that many people can relate with your story. And I know that also music can save lives, literally. And something interesting about this type of music, dark wave, post-punk, you know, it's like, you can also transform all those feelings in something better. And I would like to talk a little bit more about your influences and how you mix dark wave, synth pop, and post-punk with also like dark cumbias and, you know, like part of our cultura as well.
Yeah, I mean, for the next album, we really want to focus on more cumbias. Like, I mean, can we mess with merengue too? You know, like what can we do to break apart and add it? That's very much a part of my culture and who I am. So yeah, I mean, it's been really great. We've been like traveling and things like that. People come up to us and tell us like that the lyrics are awesome. Like they really like the beats. And I think it comes from us like experimenting and just like loving different sounds. Like my record collection is like psychedelic, disco funk. I have some really cool like Latin jams that like are really cool, rare things, right? Or I don't know, we collect a lot of electronic records, so we try to learn the history too, while also seeing what we can manipulate to make new sounds or similar sounds or however that comes out of it. Do you want to say anything?
Yeah, I mean, not really. I mean, we also have collected, I think, jazz. I have a bunch of jazz records.
Yeah, jazz.
It's been a big part of my music too, but yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know, I love Italo disco. They have like the coolest, like, you know, I guess lyrics can be funny sometimes, but I love the beat of it. And I used to love drums and things like that. And we like collecting little synths and building synths. So we wanted to be very electronic-y, kind of nerding out, I guess.
I remember what you said was that you wanted to make music that you would DJ.
Oh yeah, I wanted to make music that I can DJ and that maybe other people can DJ, which they have been doing that, like in Europe and Mexico and Puerto Rico too. And so I want to be able to dance on stage with everybody else. And so it's important for it to be like alternative, somewhat punky, but danceable, you know, like you could hear it at a bar or a club or something.
I think that the people really want that. I mean, at the end of the day, we need to, I don't know if it's just forget, it's just like to heal in some point. And you mentioned something that you like to learn about the history, you know, through music or the history of music. And I think that Chisme is a very good example to really understand a part of our community, but a part of what is happening here in the US with this fusion, and also with the different themes that you that you have in your songs. So I think that is very special and really important. And I think that the people are giving you the flowers back. And that is awesome. I just want to mention that when did you started again, the band, like a year ago or something like that? And the album came out in 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About a couple months
Was
ago.
it July?
Was it July? Yeah, I think it was July when we did the digital, but then we just got the vinyl last month, so we're pretty excited.
Yeah.
I remember that we had like a conversation, like an interview a couple of months ago, and you told me something that, hey, I really want to go to Mexico and play, and this is happening. So when I read about that, it's like, yes, Christine, congrats. Finally, yeah, I love it. So I know that it's not going to be the first time in Mexico. So the people from Mexico who is watching this, please stay tuned and go to get tickets if Christine is playing in your city. And hopefully you can do it again. So I just want to know about maybe plans in 2025. I heard something, I think maybe new music, maybe on the road again.
Yeah. We have been playing a new song, so we're already working on the next album. We want to, again, add some more, Latin elements to it, but also kind of, we've been reading a lot of synth books, so we're just kind of like learning for like really great musicians too, and just kind of like how we can do our own thing. We really want to take people on like a really cool journey, but we want the album to be, at a BPM of like maybe 120, but then it can go to 140, pretty quickly at the end. So making sure that we're adding like more like kind of techno-y, but keeping the singing patterns somewhat the same. And definitely. Anything else you want to add that I might be forgetting?
I mean, I think we were talking about too what our plans in terms of like touring and things like that.
So Europe has been liking us a lot. We've been getting a lot of support from Europe. We had a pre-sale for our vinyl that's already sold out. So we would love to head out to Europe and do a tour out there if they want us out there. And then we would love to just kind of like set up a tour, a U.S. tour that's not so kind of bouncing around, that is very like we can go into a van rather than fly 10 flights to different states that don't, go to Seattle, but in San Antonio, then back to San Francisco, something more linear. We're excited to start the music again, the journey, and start recording and hopefully have something in the next like 5 months or so, but don't quote us on that, could take longer.
Because it's been pretty interesting to like, as we play, we're learning, and so we already are getting excited about like taking what we've learned from playing and putting it into practice.
Like maybe adding guitar to give more of that post-punk feel. Mm-hmm. And then, maybe we have somebody who does percussion, so maybe I can focus on one thing. But we're going to keep adding things. Our shows are always going to be a little bit different from one another, and we kind of like that. We don't want it to be too structured. We want it to have a bit of, hopefully, character. And, if we mess up something, that's okay, because that's the whole point of doing this, is not to be super perfect, so.
Yeah, totalmente. Dark Chisme is also a good example to say like, hey, within the Latino community, we love this type of music. And this is like a key part of our ADN, and that is super cool because it's Dark Chisme and also like a bunch of bands around. And I think that you started getting a lot of offers and invitations, and it was like a kind of unexpected situation, but in some point like really orgánico and natural.
Yeah, it has been really like organic. We are going to team up with some really cool bands to do collabs, and we're always happy to do collabs. We want to work on some remixes for other bands. We're thinking of some cool Seattle bands that have really been supportive. Maybe do remixes for them when we have like a good amount of time. But yeah, everything's been unexpected. I'm not going to lie. Would have never thought we'd be here right now, and it's really emotional, but awesome experience for sure.
Qué lindo. Bueno, thank you so much, chicos. It was a pleasure, de verdad. And I wish you the best. You deserve it. Yeah, Erik, Christine, Los quiero mucho. Thank you so, so much. And that was Dark Chisme live on KEXP. And my name is Albina Cabrera. You can always go to kexp.org/live and make a gift. You know that everything we do here at KEXP is because of you, and it's thanks of the donations from people like you. So, muchísimas gracias, and see you next time, my friends. Adios.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.